Hello warriors, I'm Kelly, your friendly migraine advocate, and this is my channel Incredible Anyway, where I talk about how to live an incredible life no matter what your circumstances are. Migraine Trainer is an app that's geared toward children, tweens, and teens. Of course adults could use it, but I think that there are better ones that are used for adults. I'm going to talk about pros and cons and whether or not I would recommend the app. While we are chatting here, I'm going to also be recording on my phone so you guys can see my screen. I think definitely the first few times a child logs a migraine, it should be with guidance so that they know what to look for and what they should be logging, and that they understand what they're logging, because they may not understand it. And so it's a good educational tool, I feel, as well. So all of those things are actually pros of the Migraine Trainer. So let's open it up and look at it. So it opens up and it says, do you have a headache now? We're going to say yes. And immediately what comes up are some directions of what to do, actions to take. I think this is really amazing to teach kids what to do. At the bottom here is one of my favorite things about this app. You know, there aren't a lot of medications that kids can take. This is a really cool way to encourage them to do things that can actually help them cope with their migraine. On the relaxation, there's a little arrow pointing right. I'm going to hit that. And it talks about muscle relaxation. And at the bottom of each of these 4 pages, it walks them through what muscle relaxation is. And so I'm just going to slide, and every time there's a drop-down menu that describes what to do next. And there's a little animation, which is really cute. So it's really helpful information. Again, deep breathing, it has the child start deep breathing, which can help them cope. And then imagination, which, you know, I think distraction is an amazing tool for coping. At the bottom, it says, okay, log now. This is one of my first cons, is right at the beginning, how severe was it? And it has this face. And you can see as I slide my finger across here, the face changes. However, the numbers don't change. Now, of course, I could figure out that one spot to the right is 2 and so on. I also don't like that it doesn't start at 0. Maybe you're not having head pain. Maybe there are other symptoms. The problem with not having a number there is there are individuals who have trouble with reading facial expressions. And so that might make it confusing. And I feel like having put the number up on the screen would make it a lot easier for individuals and children and teens that have difficulties with that. Then you can see that you can log when it started. They can log where it is, and I'm going to just select different things so you can see the things that they did. They can also log how many sleep hours, how much they exercised that day, and how much water they drank. Now this is where they would log their triggers. And I think this is really great to have the photos along with the words so that they can actually select, say, weather, or here under mind, stressed, and then here under belly. This is the first of what I don't like. You know, this app is geared toward, you know, children to teens, and it has alcohol in here. And I really don't like the fact that it does, because it's not meant for adults. While I understand that there are some teens that drink illegally, that doesn't mean that it should be included on this app. And really, I think that they should have the option to be able to remove it as the user. There are other apps that give you the option to remove things. This one only gives you option to add. So if they wanted to add in alcohol, somebody could have done that. And it is a very confusing thing. I'm really not sure why they did this. I think it was a mistake, unfortunately. And then under body is the second one that really rubs me the wrong way, is where it says taking drugs. Now, as an adult, I know that drugs can also mean prescription medications, but for kids, drugs sound like a bad thing. And right next to it says missed your headache meds. They could have said take headache meds, because they've said that elsewhere in the app. And I just, again, it seems like it's an inappropriate usage. It doesn't need to be there. So this is what were your warning signs. And these are more what would be kind of potential aura symptoms that a child could have. This is the summary page of everything that was entered, and then save, and then you can click on the day. If I wanted to go back, I logged on May 27th, and you can see what it looked like on May 27th. Now up here on the right, it has activities. These are basically those things that they showed within the app of different things they could do. Daily goals for how much they exercise, sleep, and drink. There's a part for parents and physicians, which I think is really great. My history, under my trends, is where you can go to kind of find some summary information, time of day, what was the most common day of the week, duration, severity, common causes, warning signs, activities performed. Now this share button immediately puts up this migraine log, which I think is amazing because really fast you have information that the parent can look at, that a physician can look at and go, oh, okay, I know what to do for my child. A lot of migraine apps charge for this type of thing, and this one provides it for free. I love that there's no in-app purchases in this app. Really, really great. So in summary, I really like the Migraine Trainer app because it has alternative and complementary therapy treatment ideas in here because children don't have a lot of options. I think logging is pretty easy. Of course, I'm not a child. I don't have a child, so I don't know how easy it would be for a child. But I do think as an adult, if I did have a child or I was a doctor and had patients, I think this would be a great way to compile information. I do feel like, those cons is specifically about the face is frustrating that they don't have the numbers there, making it more accessible. And I do have a gripe about 2 of those triggers. I think that they should be removed, and if somebody wants to enter them in, then they could. Overall, would I recommend this app? Yes, I would. I would wholeheartedly recommend it for parents of children to teenagers. I would recommend it with guidance, of course. And I think that, of course, adults could use this, but I think that there are better apps out there for adults. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are a migraine warrior, my heart is with you. You can watch my migraine diagnosis video to learn more about my migraine journey. It has been a challenge for me, and I know that it is a challenge for a lot of you, and I just hope that this content that I am doing for you is helpful. If it is, please give this video a thumbs up. I am a migraine warrior. You are not alone. Go find your incredible anyway.
I'm just having a good time, having a bad day, yeah. A real good morning.